Hello YouTube, welcome back to Old Guy Plays 1969 for some more Cities Skylines 1. We're now up to episode number 21 as we go ahead and pop our rear ends into the game. And we'll have a look here. I think in the last episode when we were playing around, we had unlocked a new asset here for the park, and I don't think we plopped it down. I think it just got unlocked. Anyway, big huge park we got going here. So let's have a look here at our population number city. So we are up to 3465. So chugging right along, and let's have a look here at our achievements. Okay, so we're very close. We only need another 6,000 residents before we pop into Colossal City. Then the last one being the Metropolis. So I gotta be honest, folks. I mean, I've had this game for a lot of years. I've played it a lot. This, I can honestly say, is the furthest I've ever taken a playthrough of the game. I think I just get distracted and get onto other things. I think because I'm recording this, you know, I kind of committed myself to releasing a video every couple of days. So, all right, so let's get the city on pause because it can't make any money while it is. All right, come into our parks and let's have a look to see if there actually was a new asset that I unlocked. So the Park Plaza, we had the cafes, we had restrooms, booth infos we had, and the chessboard. The park piers, we decided not to put those down because we really don't have any water. Climbing frame, no, we had that one. Trampoline park, that's new. All right, let's put a trampoline park over here. Yeah, I think we can get one in there. See if we can get one over on this side of the park. And maybe one down here. What else we got? Just decorations, I think. Yeah. Food stall. Yeah, I think that there is just an asset you can plop down. Pop it in there. Second food stall. Well, playing on the trampolino. Sandbox. Might be nice over here. I wonder if maybe I should change the name to like Rifle Park or something. Nah, let's not mess with perfection. Senior Park Main is good. All right, now the other thing we would like to do in this episode is we talked about the city has been approved to put this major metro in, and we can now put in another section of the track over here, which is good. This little picker tool coming up, that comes in handy when you're doing something like this. You just click on it and you can get to building. All right, here's my guides on. Yeah. That section's built. we are going to need to next is dezone this area, which is a huge commercial zone. Well, there's a lot of businesses through here. I think where that's high commercial, it would make sense to then do that build along this road here. And just politely rezone those buildings, I think. Got a lot of traffic buildup still using this highway over here. Which, yeah. It's probably getting blocked up because cars are probably, yeah. See, they're trying to make lefts there as well. I got that all messed up. So, oh, the day and night cycle. Yes, the day and night cycle. Need to stop that. And I think we should dezone that area as well. So I think I'm going to make that high density. So I want to put some high density homes in here. Sure, why not? Okay, and then back to the train track. Okay, now that has to cross this. So, page up? No. Yep. Now this is underground stuff, so I need to have a look at how the underground goes now that I've extended the roadway that way. Okay, day and night cycle. Yes, sirree boob. Sure, there's probably a better mod than that one to use, but you know, the tangled web we weave. Okay, yes, want to see underground. Curious, how does that look? Ugh. How does that look? Yeah, I think we could work with that. I think we could decorate that up some. Yeah, I think we could decorate that up some. This back to normal. All right. So what do we got in here? This is our study hall, our trade school building. Yeah, so in order to really extend the metro any further along that road and do what we want to do with it. So over here, we'll beautify this up. We'll hide it with some rocks and things. But for now, let's halt construction on that because we got to find a place for our new campus, a new area for the campus. I was thinking probably over here somewhere because then it could have access to the beaches and all that stuff. So I think what is zoned in there right now? Offices. What type of road is this one? 4-lane road with bus route. 4-lane, you say, huh? Just pick a 4-lane road. Bus lanes. Turn on anarchy. Pop that down. Let's make sure the traffic lights are off over here. Nope, they are. 2-lane road with trees. Okay. He's happy with this angle. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think it'd be best to just move things over. I'll zone it and then move things over. So in here we want not park, we want campus, right? Campus area. So okay. What did we call this place? Called it the Lafayette Trade School. Now, I don't know if you can copy and paste in this game. Good question. Let's find out. You can. All right, so we are moving the trade school over there. So we have to come in here and grab our buildings and start to move them over. So the main administration building can be moved over here. Does it say it's not in the campus area? Is it because I'm moving it? No, I did paint campus area. Maybe it's because it's being moved. I'm not quite sure on that. But it won't, that is weird. It will not let me reallocate that and move that. Maybe that's why. Got to get our population up to 36,000. So I think I just, for now, I think what it is, put regular university buildings in there. I think that's what they were. I'll put new in front of that. All right, so I got to make note of that, but at least we got an area slotted for it. Let's go down here. Can we dezone any more of the industrial area over here? I think we got it all gone already. So I think now it can be rezoned for homes. Let's put the high residential in there. Let it build away. Some high commercial on this street and corner. Let that go up to there. Okay, that should be good for a little while. Now I got to put my thinking cap on. I got to redesign this road. Got to rethink this one out. I mean, right now everything's still got to use that main road, and the reason why it does is because we don't get this one over here. An alternative. Let's have a look at this. So we have trucks can come down. Okay, I'll put a brake there. Just leave that there, knowing that that's a road that needs to be extended, so the traffic can come down. Turn off and get back on the highway. I don't think I want the traffic going back up this road. So what if we went into the highways? I'm going to change that to that. So in that way, once you get down here, you gotta just go straight, turn off onto the highway, go this way or turn into the cargo zone. Then I think here, I think we wanted to have it so that stuff can get up this way, but I think I gotta keep that a 2-lane highway, because this is a one-way going around. Okay, I just seen the traffic do something odd. Well, no, it is odd, but it's not. I mean, it is giving people a way into this mess. There is connectability over here. And we got some traffic issues going on over here. Yeah, she is just filling up. And I mean, I got the traffic on easy. Yeah, I'm really thinking that a total redesign of this highway system needs to be looked at. I got too much traffic getting blocked up. Do I have pedestrian path? Yes, I do. I do have one over here. Connects the two. I should have one over here. I mean, Green Drive served a purpose at one time. I mean, should I maybe move Green Drive over here, the highway, circle it around this way, bring it down. Think because a two-lane highway lets the flow of traffic go in both directions. I mean, here I really should have built this one so it swooped this way and then also swooped that way, like a little bit of a Y. Really didn't quite get that worked out, did I? Alright, well, we can either stand around all day and just stare at it, or we can get out the bulldoze too and start trying to do something about it. So here we go. Let's extend that back first. Let's use our tree tool over here so we can eliminate some of our trees. It's the best way to get rid of them. Okay. And now curve. Wow, that really dug into the road there to keep that flat, didn't it? Don't like that. Could we use this and then do it? Forces the ground to follow the elevation of the road. Maybe that's what we want instead, the up arrow. Let's try it again. Wow. The ground must be really uneven there. It's got to be. And I mean, you know, I get that these tools are a help, but they also make it a little bit more difficult if you don't really have a good clue or understanding of how they work. Forces the ground follow the elevation of but where this is dug down, Couldn't we not? Why is this all so sunk down? Move the post office down there. Sorry folks, I know it's a disruption in services, but gotta be done. We're all happy the highway is going, but the sad part is I think I'll be putting it back. Because you see, without it, all the traffic is going to want to use this road, and that's why originally that was built. Wrong button. Straight. Is that? Why is the road sinking down there? It's pretty sure the elevation didn't change. Okay, well that did stop it from doing what we wanted it to do, but need our curve. Okay, so we've got a junction going this way. Straight. And curves. Wonky as that look? No, folks, you're not too happy about the highway going back in here. Alright. And the highway will now be named White Drive. Unpause that for a second. All right. Part of me is thinking I need to sketch this out maybe on a piece of paper, and you know, don't feel bad if that's something you got to do, because it may not come to you right away on how to redesign something. I'm sure real city people go through the same issue. Well, for me, I am going to use my handy dandy thing called my cell phone. I'm going to take some screenshots of that, because offline, I think I really need to think about that highway. Think of a new way to design something, because I'm not really going to get full relief until we get this highway going around. So that way we can split the traffic off of this highway here. That is what's causing the main issue. This highway is taking all the traffic for both sides, and I don't really have a good flow. Because I do have industries. Well, wait now. Wait now. I do have industry here. You know, I think the key to this is going to be, because where this is industry, and here with our farm trucks and whatnot, they're mainly going in around here in the farm itself, producing the goods we need. Occasionally a truck will come out of here. Now, like for example, let's follow this one where it's going. It just left. Hear the mooing of the cows. All right, so he's headed off. He's delivering products. Let's just get on board with this guy. If I can hit the camera. Let's just see where he goes. Going this route. And I want to really see how bad of a jam we got. Yeah, that's not working for me, that turn off thing. That there doesn't look natural either, to be honest. Okay, he veered off and went on to the main highway. So here we are zipping down the main drag. We just went under the underpass. This is the other area that's getting blocked off with traffic. Now, are we cutting back in, or are we just completely leaving the city? Yeah, that guy's just completely exiting the city. No, maybe he'll take this next turn off. Yeah. He is. All right, so he's probably going to the new industrial area. Okay, that was very, that was a bit of a put it horky porky, because I think he could have continued straight up the highway. Maybe not. All right, so this is the brand new roundabout over in the new industrial area that we put in. So you can see our new industrial zone off here. Okay, he got into the right-hand lane because he's going down into this. See the city over there? See our water reservoirs down there in the back? Yeah, and this is kind of busy with traffic flow as well. But you know, in a way, I would have created this demon on my own, because I took the industrial zone in one corner and just shoved it over here. And maybe, just maybe, the key to this generic industry would be to just sporadically split it up and just put different segments of it around the city and designate different zones as industry. Then that way the traffic wouldn't all be coming to one location. They would have several locations to go to get goods. Because yeah, so this is blocked. I mean, if I was this truck driver, I'd be getting frustrated with this. Okay, well, we're moving again. I want to see when we get up here to the intersection, did I leave the lights on, you know, or did I shut them off? And maybe that's what's causing the issue in here right now. So we have traffic lights up here. I think we do have them on. I do recommend this mod. I love this mod. It's so good. See the little crime trucks going by? Okay, yeah, we do get traffic lights in there, and that could be causing the issue here. All right, well, I'm going to exit out of that. All righty, let's go over here. So this is where that guy went. Come down here. Okay, traffic lights off. see if that gets that flowing. Alright, so he left the farming district and went all the way over there to the industrial. I'm kind of wondering, wouldn't it be better to have the road come this way, connect in here maybe, into the farm, so that it's not cutting in through here as much, because in that way the trucks and stuff, instead of cut through this little section, can come out here and get right on the highway. Yeah, because then they can go left if they want to export anything to the train depot, go right if they want to get up on the highway, and I kind of really want to get them up on this highway. Don't want them coming down this one anymore. Yeah, that might be the way to design that. I don't know, maybe you can let me know what you think. And then, you know, instead of making all of the industry go here, what do we got? Garbage issue over here, or police? What is garbage? How is our garbage doing anyway? Garbage. No, I got no problem with garbage. Pick up and disposal. But I think the reason why it's backing up is because of the bloody traffic over here. Right? Yeah. So maybe a little redesign there. Eliminate this highway down on the back stretch through here. But I think we still need it in here. Coming back? Or do we? So that's a thing. I think you need to sometimes eliminate a road and then watch it. We got traffic lights in here, do we? We do. Shut those off. Just having a look at a few places where I can get away with maybe shutting off traffic lights. They don't need to be on. Yeah, we did gain another 2,000 people, which is good, good. My residential buildings are filling in nicely over here. Yeah, I think it's good that this is all filled in nicely. I think we can still continue to get away with office buildings along here. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a little bit of traffic using that, but they're exiting right out onto the highway. So I think I still need this so that when the small little consumer trucks, meaning like these little fellas here, like this guy here, where he's returned to a facility. Oh, listen to the cows move. Yeah, so for cars like that, they need to get into the city, into areas to drop off goods places. But these other trucks, I really think they need to get back out on the highway and get moving. Because I do realize the traffic is starting to become an issue. The flow of it is going down. We had a nice flow of around 80% at one time, and we're not getting that anymore. And like I said, I really do believe it's because the whole entirety of my city has to use this one highway to get anything moving around. Yeah. Let's have a look at our transit system. So we get quite a few people using buses, do we? For Passengers, 2 buses. Yeah, we'll look at this line. Yeah, a lot of people at one stop there. What bus do we have on this? Yeah, it's just a standard biofuel bus. We can't really... A bus of 30. We could go with an articulated biofuel bus on that route. I think we will. Jump that bus up. At 100%, that'll put 3 buses on that. Because we got some stops with like a lot of people. Let's have a look at our metro. This is our tram. I mean, the tram's doing okay. It's not taking tons of passengers. I mean, it's got room for 105 people. Let's see what it does on this stop. Will it grab a whack of people at this one and just move on? There's a lot of people at this stop too. Because that's really the other thing that kind of eliminates your traffic issues, is having transit around. All different types of transit so that people have alternate ways instead of taking their car. I think the biggest traffic problems for us right now is not so much citizen traffic. I think it's industrial traffic. Okay. So it did fill the train. Let's add 3 more trains to that. See what that does to it. All right. Alrighty. Wow. We are moving right along. See, and I dare some. Not really try to do too much more. I mean, what I got to get my population up to 36 to move the trade school over, which was on the agenda. Not going to be able to do anything else more, I don't think, this metro until we can move the school. You know, would the people be upset? That's the question. Would they be upset if they lost their school entirety? Because, I mean, there is a university in there. What if I just got rid of these campus buildings and said, hey, you know, the school wasn't making any money. We're going to reopen it over here later on. Would that be realistic? I think in reality what a city would do would be to design a new school, build a new school, get the new facility up and running, and start moving the faculty over to the new facility, and then dezoning this. I think that's the way they would do it. Because I know here in my own city, when they built the new hospital, they basically expanded a bit on the old grounds. They tore down an old high school that wasn't being used, so they freed up all the lands there. They built the new hospital on it, and then they started to shut down the old hospital, which was in a bad spot for traffic, on an avenue, kind of like this. The hospital was right on an avenue like this, so it was hard to turn into it. And because of the center being all trees and stuff, you really couldn't. You had to have the traffic turning left and stuff cutting across all that, so it was causing jams. So then eventually, once they got new parts of the hospital built, they shut down services in the old one and then started making people go over there as they're starting to take that part. Now in my city, the old hospital, they're starting to tear a lot of it down. and they will probably rezone that old hospital area to something new. So we got to kind of think of it in terms of that as well. I mean, just look at the traffic. And I mean, eventually I got to deal with this at some point here for sure, because this is just going to lead to more issues. Like for things like garbage and everything else, because the garbage trucks can't cycle around fast enough. And that's a problem. And I mean, we do got this nice little metro line here, but it's not in service. Yeah, that's absolutely not in service. You know, could I get away with building a little small pocket of industrial here, small pocket of industrial here? You know, I part of me is wondering if I shouldn't build a crap ton of trees in here and turn this into a forestry industry. But this is designated for eventually for sewage. Oh, what's going on with this one? Yeah, we got flour and plastics, but we're not getting paper. Pulp mills, yeah. See that? The paper is produced, and we're getting animal products. The paper is produced by forest industry, which we have a small little bit over here, but I tore it down. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this episode here, folks. I really got to draw this out on paper. I got to think up a new plan, because this is not working. But I do think it's important that the traffic can get off of this highway, come into the cargo station and get out and get back onto the highway. And I think it's important as well with the farming to be able to get onto the highway. But then we need, see, the problem is this lane here. We need a way for this lane here to get back over to this side. And right now, their only option is to come up here, come down, and cause a traffic block here by turning left, get into that area. Or they're going down this way and causing a jam getting into the city this way. I mean, it did free up this, because the traffic will by default take the fastest route, right? So if this is a higher speed highway, they will opt for this over cutting through here. That's why everybody's been hidden for this ramp. Don't want that. We do not want that. Okay, well, I'm going crazy thinking about that, so let's have a little zoom through the city and have a little look. See how we're doing. And you know the drill, folks. If you're liking what I'm placing down, you gotta hit the like button or put an emoji on it or something. I don't care if you talk to me. I mean, geez, I get that, but you know, people can be shy. You don't need to do that. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, that's great. All these things help the algorithm, and of course, you know, that's why you hear so many YouTubers harp on it, because it really does. The more you watch the videos is great, and I appreciate that, tuning in and watching what I'm doing. But as far as the platform goes, if we want to grow the channel and get more people watching, more people enjoying, eventually have it so that we have live streams, things of that nature. We can't do that unless we build up our membership, and that's only going to happen through visibility. Oh, look at that shot. That is, we've done a really good job over in the new section. The way that pans around, beautiful. So yeah, you know what to do, and we'll leave the video there. I won't keep harping on that. As much as I'd like my channel to take leaps and bounds every episode, the reality of it is it's not going to happen. Okay? we're new, and we gotta let time, you know, trudge on, and we need to breathe in the air, as they say, and let it build, let it, I don't know what the word is I'm struggling for, but anyway, that's how it goes. And you know, keep an eye out if you like what I'm doing. The next series that's coming up is Subnautica. I got probably close to 10 episodes recorded, and when those get released, we'll start plopping them down every second day until we get to the conclusion of that one. And like I said, once we get to Metropolis with this, we're gonna go to weekly videos. And so I'm not going to abandon Senior Citizen City. We're still going to work on it a little bit at a time, because I really do want to get all the assets down that are available in this game. There's some really cool stuff you can get down. I mean, we've done and we've played with some of it, but we've only scratched the surface. And you know, I'm hoping that people, when they watch this, can learn something from these videos as well, because I know even some family members of mine, you in particular, Rye guy, I know, bought this thing, and you don't play it. And I think it's because people get scared of it. You know, because it could be very frustrating if you're A, not making any money, or B, you're running into problems with either pollution, traffic, or things of that nature. But I'm hoping that you'll learn something from this playthrough, because as you can see right now, you know, I'm no expert. I really am. I'm no expert, but I'm running into traffic problems, and that's the key to getting a little bit better with this. You gotta learn to solve those problems. Anyway, this is Old Guy Plays 1969. Till the next video, everybody. See ya.